Crazy. Lots of sideways action and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to go and get going here. As you can see, guys, no news today. And then tomorrow, 10 a.m., we got news. The next day, there's a bunch of news as well there. So that's good. That's kind of what we want to see when we're trading is a bunch of news. And yeah, so let's get going here. I've got everything set up. Gold is giving a trade right now, but obviously we can't take it because it's 9:30. We got to wait a bit, but look at the 15-minute chart on gold, guys. Like, definitely, it's going to come down to around here somewhere. Let's just put a little target on there, like around there. Um, yeah, in a paper trading account, I guess you could just click sell if you want, see what happens there at the open. But yeah, I wouldn't trade in your live account just yet. And it's 9:30 right now. Okay, so I already have US30 all set up. I think I'm gonna do things like this now is just show up set up, not set up in front of you guys. And then I'm just gonna go over here, go to classroom, and I'll say this is exactly what I've done to set things up. There's the NASDAQ, there's US30. This is the in the VIP modules there. And we've got a lot of VIP modules now. I'm working on doing these last two here. But yeah, so also I think I'll do a module on London session because I have had a lot of people ask me like, how do you trade London session? I don't trade London session, guys, but whenever I have traded it, it's a trending market. Like it's basically a continuation of Asia, and you basically just get your 15-minute trend line, you find your 15-minute trend line, and then you just trade with that trend line, right? With the model and the course. Okay, so US30, we're waiting. We got to go to 1 minute chart. There's the 9:30, and then we got to wait another minute, and we're going to find our range, which our range is huge. Here it looks like it's going to be pretty big, and hopefully it comes up to here because that would be good, or up to there. But yeah, hopefully it just doesn't have a little wee neutral mini candle like that. We're above the Tokyo session. We're above the VWAP. As you saw there on the 15-minute chart, it did run up like pretty much all London there. Just, ran all the way up. So I would think we're going to get a pullback today in US30. NASDAQ has already started to pull back um, there, but yeah, we'll have to see what direction we're going to trade in. And do we get to do our prediction for today? I think the 15-minute chart's the one to look at. Yeah, see, it's within the Tokyo range there. So definitely if we break this red line, which, I don't know, maybe it'll be around there by the time we get our setup. We've got all this here. Boom. That it could drop. So trading could be pretty good today, guys. I'm going to do 3 trades on my uh, firm account, and then I'm going to go over to my paper trading account. So pretty much like last week, like just taking it really safe. And yeah, and then hopefully tomorrow things pick up with all this news here, right? Lots going on, which is good. Let's see for the rest of the time. Yeah, so it picks up uh after tomorrow there, it looks like. Okay, so this guy here, we got to watch out for this. So we got to move this up here. So if we get along, I'll take it. But yeah, you can see it's just been moving up all night. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I would think we're going to come back down. That would make more sense to me. We'll have to wait. The VIP live last night was pretty slow as well. It did make some good moves, but there was a lot of sideways action in the Nasdaq. Gold was probably the one to trade. So I think from now on, with those Q&A, the Sunday night ones, yeah, you can see it's coming down here. I think I'm going to focus kind of more on gold trading over the Nasdaq, just depending on like what the Nasdaq looks like before I start. And yeah, it was kind of rough because we had a big move in the Nasdaq 10 minutes before the session started. So like before 8 p.m., which is kind of weird. We actually had like the move that would have been good for us. And I had charted everything up because I'm like, man, when this thing opens, we're gonna get this big move. Like it'll break the range, and it broke the range like 10 minutes before the session started. So then we're kind of sitting there on our hands, and then we just picked up these little piddly trades. And the first trade was not very good, and then the rest of the session just basically making back our loss, which was, but anyways, we did paper trading last night, which was a good call. All right. And then, yeah, normally Mondays is kind of a slow day for the VIP lives. Normally, not everyone shows up on Monday. I'm looking, I've started documenting how many people show up each day to figure out what is, the day for that. So this guy here going sideways, looks like the NASDAQ did a liquidity sweep. So it came down and took out the Tokyo low. So yeah, if it did that, it means that the trend could be back up. But it's taken out the high and the low of Tokyo, so it's kind of like no man's land today. Also, I'll say this again, guys. Like last week, everyone's looking at this, and after them looking at that, it's taken out London, Tokyo high and low. A lot of people would be saying, "Oh, I'm just not going to trade today." The Nasdaq traders, right? They'd be saying that. So that's something else to keep in mind is like, what are the retail traders thinking? Like the actual ones that are profitable. A lot of them would just take today off, right? And it's a nice day. So we're going to go to the beach today because it seems pretty nice out there. Although at 5, it says it's going to start to have a thunderstorm. Okay, so waiting around here, guys. And yeah, it might give a long position, which would be crazy because this 15-minute here is, well, I guess you could say it's really neutral through here. But yeah, it could give a long. If it gives a long, I'll take it because it's the setup. So it looks like it's moving there. Okay, and we'll have to see how things go. Is it going to give a long or a short? Do, 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 do. And I got to arrange my chart over here. I've got the chart on the 15-minute chart on my other screen. Yeah, so really messing around here. Yeah, you're going to the beach too after. Yeah, today's definitely, well, I know you're like really far away from me, but today's definitely a beach day. It's going to be 28. We don't really get too many um, days of 28 where I am. It's 25 for you. Yeah, so you're kind of like the same temperature as us. I think what's the temperature right now where I am? It is 22 right now, but at 4 p.m. it's supposed to be 28, so that'd be pretty good. Okay, so it didn't give this trade setup here, so we kind of have to wait around. I was kind of thinking it might give us a long position there, but it didn't. And this guy is on the 15. We'll just put on the 1 minute and get ready here. So yeah, this is it's just sideways here, guys. The Nasdaq is looking like bunch of volume got sold in there, and then now it's kind of getting bought back up. We'll have to see what happens here. It could just start doing this as well, like just go sideways. That's what I'm saying. It's like people are looking at this, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, let's just not trade." But we'll get some trades out of here. It's pretty odd for me to get just only 3 trades. Like normally I get more, but Friday we did only get 3. And we had 3 weeks ago we did 3 trades on a Friday. But normally Mondays are pretty good. Like here, I'll tell you guys what we did. So last Monday we did five, or no, sorry, six. The Monday before that we did four, and the Monday before that we did seven. And then I could keep on going. I got more down here. We did five, four, four, and four. So yeah. So yeah, if we the odds are we're gonna get at least three trades out of today. Nothing here. It's telling us not to trade, guys. This guy here, I'm really feeling now the Nasdaq's gonna probably move up. But it's taken out the high and the low of the Tokyo. So really no one knows, right? And I wish it'd give us a trade soon here. So I'm just gonna reset. If we do the paper trading, I'll reset this account. We'll do. I'll do 150 because after my three trades, I'm gonna do some paper trading here. Likely, like today, that's what it's telling me to do. Right? It's like just do your three trades. If you get something out of it, then you get something out of it. Um, if not, then it is what it is, right? Okay. And got to get back in my firm account here. Okay. So yeah, nothing. This could be interesting here. If it takes out this, it could actually come down more. We've got another 3 minutes still, though, to wait for this NASDAQ trade setup. The volume comes in within 15 minutes. Like normally, that's going to be within those first 15 minutes. The top and the bottom will be found, and then it'll, either break your range or it'll trade within that range. Likely today, I think it's going to trade within the range. I think, but who knows? So that's why I'm not just going long here, guys, and waiting for um, like a candle reversal pattern. This guy here, really sideways. Let's look at gold and we'll see what it's up to because we had that target down here. So when the session started, it was looking like it was going to give us a short position, right? We didn't take this trade. I just spotted this like before the session started. So I showed you guys. But yeah, that's something to watch for there. Like this is really strong resistance here, right? So this is possibly something we could take is a body open above here, probably go up, or this is a range here and we could actually take a short position in there. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. And this is doing nothing for us. Okay, NASDAQ is coming down. Still another 2 minutes for the NASDAQ. We got to wait. And maybe we'll put gold over here and we'll just, for the next couple of minutes, go like that because it is pretty close to doing something. Okay, I'm going to say we could do a very high risk sell in gold because there is so much resistance here, guys. And it looks like it's kind of might be having troubles, but let's wait for that candle. Maybe one more candle. Like this candle here is neutral. I don't want to see it go sideways for a long time. I'd like to see it just come down here. So maybe that could be our first trade. So I'll get in gold here. And so basically just back down to around the Tokyo low. If it breaks this, that'd be awesome, but it might not. And I'm going to wait a little bit longer here. So this will be like a really quick trade. But yeah, it feels like it's going to come down. Okay. So Wait for it to come back up a bit. Okay, I'm gonna jump in a short there. Okay, and then I'm gonna have a really tight take profit. So my take profit for this trade is basically at the bottom of this wick. It seems really tight, guys, but kind of don't trust it. So here, I'll show you my balance. So there's my balance, my start of the, and then I'm trading in my firm account. Okay, it's in a bit of profit there. Here, I'll put a line where my sell is for this. It's like it's like right here. So I got in right there at the top of this candle, pretty much where price is right now. And yeah, so this trade here, guys, it's going to be pretty much like a 1-to-1, which is not a good position. If we get a body open above here, I'm going to get out. If we come down here at this target here, then I'm getting out of the position, take the profit. So it's not looking good so far. Yeah, I don't like it when it goes sideways like that. So let's look over here. And this guy's at 945, so this could be the bottom for it. So we'll just watch that. And US30 is coming down. I need to have 3 charts on my chart here. 3 charts on my page. Okay. This thing's back down to profits for me. So I would say get out at any time out of this thing. It's okay. I'm just gonna take that. I took $30 a profit, guys. Like, oh no, it actually gave me a loss because my lot size was big. I think. Oh no, it gave me a little profit. 51,107. So what is that's like nothing, like $30. But anyways, I don't like it. It's too much sideways. So I'm gonna mark that that as the first trade. $30. Anyways, I don't know, guys. I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, if I even make money in this market today, it's fine. Like all last week, it was kind of I did make $2,500 last week, but still it was a struggle, right? With the trading. Okay, so now it's actually at the where I'd want to take my profit, but I took my profit up here because I didn't like the candles. But if you stayed in that trade, guys, I would get the hell out of it. Like it's just going sideways. Um, the 15 on gold is big long candle. Uh, yeah, that's like a reversal pattern. That's why I'm saying like on the 1 minute chart, it's telling us not to trade right now. Like it was giving us signs we wanted to do a short. Okay. But also you got to remember that, 17 minutes ago, the market opened. So all the charts are going to look like, the candles are big. Yeah, but 15-minute chart here, guys, actually looks like it might give long position. But yeah, the smaller time frames, it's just going sideways. So it's telling us just to get out of the position. But yeah, it could go up or it could go down. We don't really know right now. And this guy sideways, let's look at US30 again. It's it's still in our opening range. Holy smokes, eh? Okay. So the Nasdaq, maybe we actually get a short out of it, which would be good. That's kind of what we want to see, right? And it is below the VWAP. It's taken out the Nasdaq's already taken out the high and low of Tokyo and London, right? So it's really like it could go anywhere. A lot of people are buying right now the Nasdaq because it's at a support level, obviously. Okay, US30 is giving us nothing. Um, gold's on my other screen over here, but gold is still at the it's within that range there. So yeah, if we were to trade right now, guys, we're just strictly gambling. Like I would be like, oh, let's long the Nasdaq, right? But that could be a gamble. So okay, gold is showing us signs that it wants to go up. But still, we need a body open above here, and then we could actually take a long position. The only thing that it might be is a liquidity sweep of all this. But there's a high possibility that it'll go to like this level up here, right about there. So, which is to the VWAP, which would be like that would make sense. Like fundamentally, that would make sense. But just this whole last week's experience with trading with no news for the entire week, and then Monday we have no news again, is kind of just telling me like, oh, let's just be careful because I know if I don't say it enough times, like let's be careful, then people are like, oh, I just want to make money, I want to make money, and then they go in with like a heavy lot size and stuff, and then they have a big loss, and then I might have like a small profit day or something because the trading wasn't great. And then they're like this happens at least every week, guys. They're like, how come you had a profit and I had a loss? And it's like, did you do the exact same thing as me? When I was recommending, hey, let's go to a paper trading account or let's trade on a small lot size. And then they're just going and trading on the same lot size for every single trade that I'm calling, of course you're going to have a different result, right? So that's why the course is really important because the course will teach you like what is an A plus setup? What are all the confirmations for the trades, right? If you don't know the confirmations for the trades, I honestly don't feel there's a point trading because you're just like clicking buy and sell. Like you have a 50% chance, right? So yeah, you want to go through the course, guys. There. And I really want to show like the results of the standard member, but I don't want to because they might see the post and then they'll be like, "Oh, he's making fun of us," kind of thing. But they don't even bother going through the course. It's crazy. I don't get it. Like you pay for something. They're paying $9, right? A month. And some of them have been in here for more than a month and they haven't gone through the course yet. So, yeah, I don't know I've been really thinking about like how can I get people through the course. So this is like doing nothing for us. This candle here was starting to show signs that want to go back up, but yeah, it's not really doing anything, just going sideways. Gold is still going sideways. US30, we're back down to the bottom of our range here. Uh, so for this here, my like gut feeling is telling me, oh, Drew, just go into a long, go into a long. So I don't know, guys. Like it's ranging. Definitely, this range is pretty big for US30. So I'm gonna actually say, which I shouldn't listen to my gut feeling. I'm always saying that, but I think there is a high probability, like it's 0.24, which is like pretty big. It's not huge or anything, but pretty big for 2 minutes of trading, right? Um, that's the 2 minute open range there, right? 0.24. It's because of this big candle here. But it does look like this is some sort of support level, as you can see through all this. So I'm going to say you could take a very high risk buy here in this spot. It is high risk though. Okay. But we are trending sideways and it could just be ranging. So I'm going to get into a high risk buy here, but I want to actually see it come down more or show signs that like, it is like it wants to go back up. But that's kind of what I'm thinking here. So if we get back down to here and we don't just boom break right through here and we start to go sideways down here a bit, then I think I'll get into a long. The Nasdaq's pretty much doing the same thing. So you could think the same way with the Nasdaq there, but the Nasdaq, I don't know. I think the Nasdaq's going to come down, guys, and I think US30 is going to go up. Is kind of what I'm feeling with this. Gold, I think it looks like it's still in our little range here. Yeah, it is. So that's pretty crazy. So everything is just ranging. And that's what I was saying about this, guys. It's like all last week. Like, remember up to about 10 a.m., there was a bit of volume. And then after 10 a.m., it was just like dead, right? It's almost 10 a.m. right now. So the dead is happening faster than it was happening all last week. But yeah, it just, if I wasn't sitting here and I wasn't live, I would leave the screen. Like I would go do something, right? Um, I wouldn't sit here and be watching this because Yeah, it's just telling us like, "Hey, just stay out of the market." I don't know what's gonna happen yet, but it is ranging, which we get a trade out of a range, right? Which is good. So all 3 of these are gonna give us a trade at some point. It's just what trade will it give us, right? They're all doing the same thing. They're all going sideways. So I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I think US30 is gonna go up. I think the Nasdaq's gonna come down, and I think gold gold now is breaking this, okay? So gold, I was thinking before I think it's gonna go up, and that's why I put this box up here, but now I'm thinking if we get back down here, it might actually come down, and that was kind of my projection for the start of the session here. I showed gold at the start, and there's a huge fair value gap all the way back here. You can see it's the open, I think, right? Oh, no, it's not an open. It's the 26th. Is that AM? No, it's PM. Oh, yeah, it is the open. Sorry, guys. That's the open. 6 PM. So it might want to fill that. Okay, US30 is coming down. So it's they're probably going to give trades all at the same time, which kind of sucks. But we'll see this here. Um, okay, so if we get a body open below the red line, US30 is going to give us a short. NASDAQ still not giving us a trade just yet, but it could give us a short as well there. And then gold as well is giving us a short, right? Could give us this trade here. So I guess just pick one. They're all showing signs, except you got to wait on the NASDAQ a little bit longer. Um, here. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And this could just be a liquidity sweep. Like all of them could just be a liquidity sweep because the volume is so freaking low that they could all like this could be it here and then it goes back up. Same with this guy. This guy could break down a bit and then go back up. So you have to keep that in your mind and that'll, you know, keep you with a really tight stop loss. This gold, I kind of like the look of gold here, guys. Like it is going for this bottom there. Okay, US30. It's not very strong, but we'll see. And the NASDAQ now has broken there. Okay, so I guess pick one and go short. Your favorite one. So gold has taken that out. Okay, boom, gold gave us our short entry. So I got in a short in gold. We'll see how it goes. I'll set my take profit. Okay, so my take profit um, is just right here, but we'll wait and see what happens with that guy. And US30. Okay, US30 is giving, like they're all giving shorts. So just kind of pick one and go short. Okay. Okay, my gold trades in profit and it's almost at its take profit. And my MGC and my gold chart is separated. That sucks. So this one would have hit my take profit. My MGC chart hasn't hit my take profit. That sucks. Look at, see this bottom wick here? I hate it when it does that. Oh, there. Now it's hit it. Okay. Boom. So I took I don't know how much profit that is, but my account now is at 51,257 bucks. So that's like 180 bucks of profit on that trade. Okay. This is my live account, guys. I'm doing 3 trades in it and then I'm going to my paper trading account because I don't know, I just don't really like the market this past week in a bit, but almost hit my goal here. Think another, yeah, so if I do one more trade and it's profitable, I'll hit my goal, my profits goal. Oh, you're talking about you can lead them to water, but you can't get them to drink. Yeah. You're talking about yeah, I don't like to talk about members and stuff, but it's true, guys. Like, I can see everything in my back office here. If I go to members, like, I can see all you guys. I can see how far you've made it through the course, all that kind of stuff. And it's like the difference between $9 and $47 is not really that much, right? And I wanted to make it like that, like to give everyone the opportunity to, like, if you have 930 available, you can show up and trade with me. And if you don't have it available, like, you still get access to pretty much everything for $9. And it's just amazing to see that those $9 guys, like, most of them don't go through the course, right? They won't even get to day one. Like, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's like they come in group and they expect, I don't know what they're expecting. It's just strange. Like, they know it's about trading. I'm not saying everyone's like that, but a lot of people are with the standard membership. So US30 has broken the VWAP there. Okay, so if you're in that trade, sorry, I would have said sell at the VWAP, but I didn't say anything, so I guess hold. It's probably going to come down to the Tokyo high, likely, but you could sell anytime. Like, that's an amazing trade. Gold going sideways, but I do feel it's going to come down here. Don't just hold the trade though, guys. You want to be in and out real quick, like we're scalp trading here. Okay, we'll look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq, like, as I said, they're all giving a short. So anyone you picked, like, you're making profit, and it just sucks that it happened at the same time with all three of them. Gold, yeah, I think where we got out was the best because it's starting to go sideways. You see the candles are getting smaller now, right? There. So I would get out of any position you're in right now. I think we're going to have a bit of a pullback. Right now, we're back to the VWAP with US30. The Nasdaq is the only one that looks like it might have a continuation. And if we look at the 15-minute chart, it's at its point where it could turn back up now. See this here, right? Okay. So I don't think anyone took the Nasdaq trade because I didn't really talk about it too much. I think most people took that gold trade that I was in. Um, there, but yeah, they're all showing signs that they're going to just go back up now. Like, the trend will continue to go down probably, but they're going to have a little pullback, like a breathe, right? Like a breath of air, and then dive back down. So we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm really contemplating upgrading my subscription to TradingView so I could have 3 screens on my chart. Um, but then for people that don't have a big monitor, it's gonna, be one more chart on here, so it'd look really, really small to you. Like, I have my monitor here. I think it's 20 inches by like 13 inches or something. So the screen looks pretty good for me. It's like a little TV type thing. There. So US30, yep, going back up. This guy here is on the 15-minute chart. Okay, we got another 30 minutes basically here. So we'll definitely get that third trade, which is good. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at here is we come back up to this red line, okay, or maybe where it is right now, and then gold comes back down. I really feel it's going to come all the way back down to here. Kind of gives that vibe. So I do want to see it kind of go up a little bit more. Yeah, I think everything's going to do that. So once again, they're all giving a trade at the same time, it seems. US30 is way ahead of everybody. So US30 is probably our next trade. We could look at going short again. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. Okay, it's after 10 a.m. as well, so everything is high risk now. And my mind is saying to me, it's after 10 a.m. I only took 2 trades because that's all it gave us, really. But my mind is kind of saying you should go back into your paper trading account. Like, the markets are not good. Uh, but yeah, I think we're gonna get a short across the board on everything here. But I'm gonna do one more trade in my you already jumped in the trade, yeah. I think I'm gonna just stay in my firm account for one more trade just to do the 3 trades. Yeah, but I think we're gonna get a short pretty much across the board on everything here. And I'm surprised the Nasdaq's not pulling back more. What do we take? That's the next question. US 30 is above the VWAP. Think I'm gonna take gold. What the heck? Gold did good for us there last time. Okay, so I'm gonna do a sell in gold. It's after 10 a.m., guys, meaning it's like higher risk, the trade, and I'm taking little wee profits on it. Like my sell is down here to get out of the trade. Is about right there. Okay, it's kind of at this. Okay, so it's in little bit of profit and it's almost at my take profit. There we go. It took my profit. So there, I hit my income goal pretty much. I made, I think, 200 bucks or something. And I feel that's pretty good. 200 bucks on a day that, when I first looked at the market, I was like, probably wouldn't trade today, right? 51,367 or whatever. So that's 3 profitable trades in a row, which is good because now I'm going to my paper trading account. So you guys can do the same if you want. Go to paper trading, just because of this stuff. Like there's no news today, and all last week there was no news. Like if last week looked like this, and then just Monday was no news today, I would say do what you like. You can drop to one lot. I probably wouldn't be going back into paper trading. I would just drop down to one lot. It's just the entire last week looked like this. There was nothing. I think we just had one orange folder news the entire week or something. So yeah, I'm just kind of stuck in last week's mindset, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go back to normal. Like tomorrow's the this news calendar is telling me, okay, tomorrow's fine. You can trade like how you normally trade. You don't have to be super super cautious. Nas daily support, no. Um, on a daily chart, or you mean like just on higher time frame? Where's the support level? We did see something back here, so there's a support right here. Yeah, if it I think this is what you're talking about. If it breaks this, there's like nothing there. If you look at the daily chart probably, right? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's what he sees. So, this could be huge, but then you gotta think like this. There's nothing here today. We have all of this the rest of the week. You think they would do this tomorrow or sometime, you know, within this week with all this. Oops, with all this red folder news and stuff, right? They would do that. They've just crashed the market in the Nasdaq. Like maybe not come all the way down to here, but even a pullback down to here, guys, that's a huge move. Like if we're scalp trading, right? Like that's massive. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see like if there's some kind of weird event that happens this week and the market crashes. It'd be pretty interesting. Or who knows? Maybe this stays as support and just goes sideways, and then we actually create a new high. We don't know. But yeah, the daily chart looks crazy. The trend is definitely down though. The smaller time frames are looking like, yeah, this week we're going to get some massive crash in the Nasdaq. There. Is any of this news like crazy news? FOMC normally is big news. This is 2 weeks out, right? Yeah. Yeah, so maybe Wednesday they do a crash. Like look at all the FOMC news, right? Uh, bu- 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 yeah. Like, also stocks like NVIDIA, some of those big, huge ones that are in the NASDAQ, if they have news release, that'll create, like, a huge move in the market as well, right? Like, say if NVIDIA puts out their earnings or they, they put something out and it has a big impact on the market, that'll impact the NASDAQ because it's, like, one of the biggest share of the NASDAQ, right? The NASDAQ's 100 of the top companies in the world. So NVIDIA, um, is one of the ones you have to watch in there. Okay, guys. Yeah, nothing here. A lot of sideways. Um, let's zoom right in here again. We did get 3 trades though today. And that's what I was kind of saying was last week we had 3 trades. Or sorry, not last week. There's been 3 weeks since we've started the VIP lives. We've done 3 trades on a Monday, right? So Mondays are normally kind of a slow one. And then sometimes they're amazing, like 6 or 7 trades. Okay. Let's take a quick short in the US30. Okay. I'm in the paper trading account, guys. So I recommend you go over to your paper trading account. But I'm thinking it looks like it's going to give us a short. Oh shit. I didn't log out of my account yet. Uh Here, let me get in there. So we'll do like 150 paper trading account. Okay. 150 paper trading account. So a sell in US30. And then normally I'd be taking quick profit here, guys, but let's try and go for this top of Tokyo there. But we'll still, like, when you're paper trading, still use your models and stuff like that, right? So you'd want to put a trend line on here, break of the trend line, you get out. Like, paper trading is basically when you want to continue trading, it's more like practice, right? Okay. Like, still get out of your position. Because I know a lot of people when they paper trade, they're like, oh, I'll just stay in because it's like, it's not even real, right? Type thing. But you want to, the whole purpose of it is to like practice your trading, like practice getting out of your position if it goes against you. So when you're paper trading, you kind of want the market to be like naughty and bad. So it gives you practice of like getting out of your position. But for these VIP lives, of course, it's better to make profitable trades than losses. But we'll see what happens here. Like if we get a body open on the other side of this, okay, then maybe I get out of that trade. Also, I could think like, okay, rejection off the VWAP. So then I'm not using this trend line here as my get out of the trade, right? Okay. If I was intraday trading, my stop loss would probably be up here, right? So that's another thing you can think about when you're paper trading is it gives you an opportunity to mess around with different trading like actual models and styles is you can mess around with intraday trade where you can go and you can actually physically stop set your take profit and your stop loss and you can just do one trade a day type thing like that there. And if you're intraday trading, most people don't use firm accounts when they're intraday trading. Like they'd actually deposit, 10,000 or depends what country you're in, or $1,000 or something like that into a broker. You'd have to look into like what brokers the majority use in your country. And then, you're trading on that and you're just going for like big moves, right? Like really everyone that trades with firm accounts, they don't really intraday trade. They do scalp trading. So they're in and out really, really quick because a lot of times you'll get into an intraday trade and it'll actually break the rules of your firm account, like red folder news, market closes at 5, you have to be out of your trade, all that type of stuff. But yeah, there are people that do intraday trading and they do it through firm accounts. They just normally find the ones where you can stay in your position after 5, right? Like you can hold it for whatever a week and then you have to be out on the weekend, like that. Okay, so this guy here, sideways on us there, but still, you know, it looks like it might come down. And, right now I would be going, if I was in my actual account, I might be thinking about getting out of the position and just taking the little loss there, right? Because it's showing signs now it wants to go back up, but we know we have this VWAP right here. Right, guys? Okay, so once again, for I know everyone knows this that's watching, but I'm not in my firm account. I'm in a paper trading account. Okay, so we did our 3 trades, and then I went to a paper trading account because I just think that's the way to go. Okay, so if we get a body open above the VWAP, I could even switch my bias and just get out of the trade, get into a long or something, which isn't very good to do. Normally, you want to wait like 5 minutes if you're going to switch your bias on your trade. But now it's showing us signs like it's almost at the VWAP, right? It's broken this trend line here. Okay. But then we have this up here, right? So yeah, it's just neutral. It's going sideways. Always after 10 a.m., the liquidity slows down. You get a lot more sideways moves, and it's not a very fun market there. So let's look at gold again. Gold kind of, I don't know, kind of interests me today. But yeah, look, it's doing the same thing. It's just going sideways here. But we know for gold, probably it's going to come down here. And this guy went up there. Let's see, is there a fair value gap through here? Yeah, so there's a fair value gap right there. So that might have been enough to take it out, but we'll put a line on the chart. Boom, like that. We have a trend line here, right? Okay. And the best thing to do is to get out of the trade if it goes against you. Like that's why, remember back here, on I think it was this neutral candle here when the trend line broke. I said if I was in this in my firm account, I'd get out of the trade, right? It was back here, right? So you can see it went and it came all the way up there. If I had of say I had have been in like I don't know 10 lots or something like that on a 50K account, that would be like hundreds and hundreds of dollars my account would have like drawdown in it, right? Way more than the profit that I was thinking of getting out of the trade. So that's why it's always best just to understand how to read the candles and then get out of the position when it shows you signs it's going to go against you. So sideways gold, sideways US30, sideways NASDAQ, kind of sideways down there. Okay, and then it broke this, so now it's telling me it wants to come back down again, but we know that here is really, really strong, super, super strong resistance again there, but it'll want to touch down here. Okay, so it's almost back down to my entry where I actually got in this trade in the paper trading account, right? Okay, and there now it's in like break even or a little bit of profit. Okay, but like this is what I'm saying is what's the point in staying in the trade? Just like crossing your fingers and hoping, oh, I hope it comes back down. And then maybe you're thinking, oh, it's back down to my entry. Oh, I'll just take break even. Right. So you stayed in the trade through all this time just to take break even on it. Right. When it's here, you're thinking, oh crap, I might have to take a $800 loss or whatever type thing. Right. Okay. So yeah, it's just get out of the trade, guys. Like I know how everyone teaches trading, which I think it's wrong. Like I've been trading for so long, and I just think this model of oh, set a physical stop loss, get into your position, set a physical take profit for scalp trading. I don't think it's the way to go. I think you're going to have way too many losses, and you won't have a strong, you know, position of getting out of your trade to take a small loss, right? You're going to always be taking massive losses. And most of the time, you're never going to get a 2 to 1 when you're scalp trading, right? If you're setting your stop loss or whatever, like, say above the VWAP in this trade, right? Because to get a 2 to 1, like say your entry was here around where we got in this paper trading trade, This is how most people teach you how to trade, right? They tell you to get in there, level of support, oh, get into a short, right? And then your stop loss maybe around above the VWAP or something like that. Okay. So this is what you're willing to lose. And then this is the take profit, right? This is just an example. It's like pretty much a one-to-one trade. Okay. And then they sit there and they watch it go against themselves and they have their trend line coming down here. This is why I'm saying, like, most trading models, this is why it doesn't work. And this is, you go out there and buy a course, guys. This is what they'll teach you to do, right? But normally they're saying, oh, no, no, take like a 4-to-1 or something. And it's scalp trading and you're stuck in this trade for whatever, the entire session. And you're just watching it go against you and, maybe even possibly hit your stop loss, right? So that's why I think, get in your position, have a really tight stop loss plan where you're getting out, you're in your position, you're trying to make $200 or something, or $100 in that trade, or $50 or whatever it is. And your stop loss is, it's nothing compared to the profit that you're going to make. It's like this stop loss here, guys. If I had have gotten out of there in my paper trading account, which is 15 lots, it would have been like 30 to $60 of loss, right? Where the profit that I'm taking, okay, if I had have got out like right now, out of this position here, it would give me like 80 or $90 of profit, right? But then our target is around this area. So that's why I think this model of breaking the trend line just works so well, is because it gives you such a small stop loss. Like, it's barely nothing. So when you have that losing trade, like here, I'll take profit now. That's almost $200 there on a paper trading account, guys. So it means nothing. But still, I hope that everyone can understand that, guys, is that it's all about your risk management. Okay. So that's on the 150 count. This is paper trading, guys. It means nothing at all. But, you know, it would have been much more better for me if I was in my firm account to get out, take that small little loss, maybe have a position of entering um, back in here when it showed signs it wants to come back down, right? Because we know the trend overall. This is our target. We know it's the trending down, right? Okay. And that's the other thing a lot of people don't think about is, oh, if they take that little itty bitty loss, get out of their position, it's going to give you your next trade probably pretty fast, right? Okay. And it's better to get out, take a little small loss than just sit in a position, let it go way against you. Okay. So I think this US 30 is played out. This is a really strong area of support. Maybe overall it'll come down and take this out. Gold is totally going sideways again. So we could go and just have this as a range for gold. And that could be another trade setup. Like, that's more along the lines of what I teach in the course, is you find your range and then you play the trade with the break of that range, right? Because it's a really, really clear way of finding a trade, is you just find the range and then you play the break of the range. Okay. You can either play it as like the wick. So you get in when it breaks it. Okay. That's kind of a more risky way to do it. Or a body open below the range, which is, I'd say, safer, right? Because you're pretty much, if you play the wick, you're playing like, oh, this could be a liquidity sweep, right? If you play the break and a body open, then it's a lot. It's like more of a confirmation that it's actually going to go in the direction that you're trying to trade, right? So that guy sideways. Let's look at the Nasdaq one more time. Nasdaq is slowly creeping down, but you can see here, guys, from 10 a.m. the liquidity just totally dropped off, right? And now we're just kind of making them. It's going down, but it's just going sideways, very, very slow downwards. And we still have another like 7 minutes or so. So I'm going to mark that trade down, but I'll put a bracket around it, meaning that it was a paper trade. There we go. So 4 trades so far today. And man, this now I got a runny nose for some strange reason. Yesterday, I made the rants from the car video yesterday because I was so pumped. I'm like, yeah, my cold is gone. I can start doing rants from the car because some people like it. Some people don't like it. They're like, I don't need to watch it. But Yeah, some people message me and they're like, "Oh, Drew, they're great rants from the car. How come you haven't done them in a while and stuff?" I was just on vacation and then I had to go. Um, I was sick, right? I couldn't go out when I was on vacation. I couldn't go out in my car and do a video. It'd be kind of weird. But then last week I was sick the whole week basically, and then now I got a runny nose, which isn't fun. But my son picked up what I had last week, so now he's sick. So hopefully I don't get sick again. Okay, so is this going to give us a short or is it going to be a liquidity sweep? Let's see. And we could do something fun. We're in a paper trading account, so it doesn't really matter. Let's play like just maybe the opposite of what I'd be waiting for as a short. So I'm going to play a long position here. I'm in a paper trading account, guys. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to go long here just because the liquidity is so freaking low and it's going sideways that maybe it goes sideways for longer and then we actually get a nice long position back up to here or to fair value gap that looks like it's already been taken out. But there's yeah, so there's a lot of volume through here. Okay, but if I was in my firm account, I'd be waiting for that short position or I'd be waiting for that long position from a break of this. But maybe I'll just see um, how things work out there. But yeah, it's kind of feeling like it wants to, like we have our target down there. It wants to give us this short, but liquidity is low, so it could give us a long, and we'll see what happens. So I've already blown all my profits from the last one because I didn't look at the lot size, and it's in 15 lots in the MNQ in the paper trading account. It's already down $427, 427, one of the best engines built. I always wanted a 427 Cobra, one of those like little from the 60s. Like a kit car, of course, not a real one. The real ones are like millions of dollars. So we've got these here, all these equal wicks. So this is a level of support, and that could just be a liquidity sweep of a lot of stop losses that are set there, and then it moves back up. Or if we get a body open below here, then it could get the actual short. But I'm kind of leaning towards it's just going to go sideways here. So that's why in the paper trading account, it's still long and it's still down. Like it's down 400 bucks right now. Is it? Wait a minute. Oh shit. You know what I did, guys? I went in MNQ and I'm looking at the gold chart. That's what's going on. I'm like, why is it down? What's going on here? So, okay, let's get out of there. Okay. I was thinking, I'm like, what's going on? Why is my trade not working out? It's working out over here. So look at this. So it just uh, lost me $720 in the paper trading account. And what's that from? That's from me not paying attention to the chart. I was on the wrong chart. Okay, so we'll go to the gold chart, and so now I'm thinking that if we, I want to see this get taken out down here. Oh man, my nose is really messed up. Okay, so if this gets taken out and a body opens below there, then we're actually going to get that short that we've been waiting for all this time along. There. Yeah, so what I had did is I went in a long position in the Nasdaq when I was looking at the gold chart. Okay, so let's get in our short here because it's just crashing. And then I'll set my take profit way down here. And I'll get in there really heavy. Okay, paper trading account, guys, is what this is in. And then I'm going to set my take profit. Let's go to the left and look. Oh, there, it's moving back up. It is moving back up. So if I was in a firm account right now, guys, I would have blown my account almost. because now this uh, trade that I'm in right now is minus $930, and the last one I took like a loss of $900 or something like that. But it's the paper trading account, so it doesn't matter. But that's why I'm saying, like, after 10 a.m. on days like this, when the news is telling you not to trade, and then the entire session is giving you signs like don't trade, you got to be careful, right? Okay. So this level here looks amazing, and that's why we have that line there. So I still feel price is going to go down there. Um, but we have this here. So let's see if that's what it took it was this. And let's go to the normal candles, which is nothing on the normal candle. It's something it's something on the Hintaki Ashi candles. Yeah, so this is just one huge gap. So it'll probably come down to there. But you have all this back here, um, which the Hintaki Ashi candle is there. Okay, so let's look at this. Did it come down to there? No, almost. Okay. And our session is done. Okay, it's back down to like my where I got in that trade. Now it's in a little bit of profit. But okay, so these are the areas of interest here would be right here. And then of course, this is where I would think price would go to is all the way down there. Okay, guys. It's a paper trading account. It doesn't really freaking matter. So I think I'm just gonna normally I wouldn't end the session if we're in a trade, but it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure everyone watching is in a paper trading account now because we did our 3 trades and the entire session. I was like, trading is not good today, guys. It keeps on going sideways. It's telling us not to trade. And we still took our three. We actually took 4 trades. We took 3 trades in the I did in my live account. And the fourth trade, I moved over to paper trading. And then this is the fifth trade right here, which we're pretty much stuck in, but it's in a paper trading account, right? So it doesn't really matter. Um, I am now, and it is the biggest profit today. Are you in a? You're not in your firm account right now, are you? I hope not. Paper trading. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, paper trading can be fun sometimes because who cares, right? And it still gives you like I like to paper trade because like normally like I'm saying like, oh, I wouldn't trade right now, right? So then I feel totally comfortable paper trading. It still gives me a practice of like getting out of the trades on time, right? And sometimes what you can do is paper trade and then leave your position there and see what happens. And then you understand like, okay, how bad things can go if you just let things go against you, right? Yeah. Okay, so now it's going against me here. So it could come back up. So this might be an interesting thing to do if you're in a paper trading account. Just leave it and then set your take profit down here. And then maybe just leave it. Don't even set a stop loss or whatever and just see what happens. The end of the day, guys, it could be all the way back up here. And then you'll understand like how powerful it is just to get out of a trade, right? When it starts to go against you. Anyways, I'm going to I still feel it's going to come down here. That's my overall like I think it's just having a breath of air right now. Um but yeah, I think that'll play out, but we'll I'm going to just stay in this trade and we'll see. Maybe I'll set a stop loss right here and then a take profit right there. So like a huge 1 to 1. Be funny. So that's it from me, guys. It's 10:33 right now. I'll end it. I feel we did like really good. Of course, the first 3 trades, we did really, really good for how the market was acting. Like I found myself saying a lot of times, "Oh, it's going sideways. It's telling us not to trade," and we still pulled profit on the trades we did there in the live account, which was good, and it was like a pretty good day, right? Not that bad. So that's it from me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 10:30 a.m. And I'm excited about this that we're actually going to get some decent trading in here. Like we've got 10 a.m. We got orange folder news for tomorrow, but I think a lot of institutions are going to like step back into the market tomorrow, and it won't be just this sideways forever there. And yeah, our gold trade is actually working out now. So, but yeah, I'll end it here, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.